Hi, Bex. Says I'm live. Yay, I'm live. Some days I need to be told that. I'm kidding. How are you all tonight? I came on just a minute earlier just so I could see myself, just so I can find myself and get folks hopping on. Oh, going so wrong direction. Don't need to hear all that noise. So hello. Let's wait for Janice to hop on. My name's Amanda. I'm a Simply Flamazing Art. And I am with my Vintage Country Crafting with Friends group today. And we are all about Christmas. So it's time to be merry. So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me you're here. Tell me you're watching. We're going to do some ornaments tonight. One of my favorite things. And this is one of my favorite ornaments to do that we're going to do besides the painting ornaments. And there's some painting to this, but not a whole lot. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not seeing my comments, but I am. So I'm going to get busy because I have an hour. Should be plenty of time. These are just like 4-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch. I think they're 4-inch round ornaments. They're big. They're the big boys. They're not those small little things. They're big. Oh, thank you for sprinkling that love. Yes. So you know, this is for me, this is day 6 of the 25 days of gratitude. And I am live for 25 days on my page, Simply Flamazing Art. I hope if I'm new to you, you'll come over and follow me for 25 days. This is day 6, and we're talking all about what we are grateful and thankful for. So we're going to be thankful before we're merry. It doesn't mean we don't do Christmas projects. It just means that we take a moment to think about all the things that we are grateful for that maybe has happened that day, that week, that month, whatever, our whole life. Oh, good, Debbie. Hey, Janice, thank you for sprinkling. So if you sprinkle the love and you let me know in the comments, your name gets entered in here. And I do a drawing at the end of this for a little prize packet. I'm doing that every day for 25 days on my page. Hi, Beverly. How are you? So let's get started. I'm going to be using some rice papers. You can already see I already got prepped a little bit. I have this on my page. It's R1031. That's the easiest way to say. And then I'm using one of these that is 2104, one of my Santas. And then I'm also using one of these Santas. It's all gonna be about Santas, 2094. And I carry these papers on my website. I love my rice papers. They're high quality. Hey, Krista, thank you for sprinkling me out and letting me know. Your name will get entered. Make sure I'm spelling your last name right. Yes, but if you sprinkle the love and you let me know, you say sprinkled, then your name gets in here. Beverly. I don't want to miss anybody. I usually go back and ask before I draw, did I miss anybody? But I'll draw for a winner. So this one has not been prepped, but this one has been. I put a plastic primer on it. This is glass and tile, but it's also for plastics. I have a little bit of that on my website. I don't know if I have any more. And then I have put just white paint on there. Okay. And so we're going to go from there. I don't know if I'll use my overhead or if it'll be easier to see it this way. This is how I usually work on ornaments. I have a little stand here that allows me to use it, and I don't have to. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Awesome. Well, my name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, and I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. I don't know if you're on the my page or if you are on, oh, you're on my page. Yay. So welcome, my friend. This is day 6 of the 25 days of gratitude. I'm actually live also in the Vintage Country Crafting with Friends group. I love this group. I have been a member now for a little while, and we go live. We have these awesome events that Janice puts together, and I am honored to be part of it. And that is the thing I am grateful for, because we're talking about what we are grateful for. And one of the things, I've got some decoupage glue right here. And maybe I will do the overhead, and maybe what I'll do is I'll do it like this. And then you can kind of see both ways. And so all I'm doing is, oh, thank you, Tanya. I'll get your name in. Tell me your last name. And that way I can get you in. I'm just going to put some decoupage glue on. These ornaments are just so cute. And I love them. I love doing ornaments in general. And so for on this round ball, we're going to put this Santa on this round ball. Oh, okay. Just Jackie. Thank you. I like that. Just Jackie. I'm just Jackie. I am thankful for Vintage Country Crafting with Friends. I want to say country vintage. I don't know why, but I have to stop myself and like fix it almost every time I go to say the name. I want to put country before vintage, and it's not. And about the time I go to say it, I'm like, nope, to reverse those words. Reverse. But for some reason, my brain cells wants it to be the country before the vintage, which really doesn't make any logical sense for that, but that's what it wants me to say. Oh, thank you, Felisa, for sprinkling. And so I am thankful and grateful for that. I am thankful and grateful for having creative friends who enjoy doing collaborations. So we're just going to get him on. He has a few crinkles, but you know what? Nobody is going to care. And so it's not in any like his face. It might be in an arm or something like that. And we're going to work out as many as we can down on his leg. You're not going to really notice it, okay? So you don't have to get all like, oh, funny about it. Then I just flip it over on the other side. That way I don't have to like have my hands in all of it. You too so much. I know. It is so nice. Let me get a couple of these that sprinkled out before I lose my comments. So I know Lisa, she sprinkled out. Lisa Key. And let me see. I'm going to just put Jackie. And I said another name. It was another. Hold on, I can scroll back. Where'd it go? Tanya. Okay. Tanya Serapika. I'm thankful for my friend. She's a great therapist. That's awesome. Hi, Tamara. How are you? So y'all tell me what y'all are thankful for. This is part of what we do for the 25 days of gratitude as we remember the things we're grateful for, because, even though, there's hardships and there's folks going through some hardships, but there's still something that even though, it could be a little bit of a hardship right now for some, there's still things to be grateful for. And it's nice sometimes, especially when things are kind of tough, to stop and take a minute to say, you know what, might be a little tough in this area, but I'm really thankful for this. I'm really thankful that, like Debbie said, that I have my friend who was a great therapist, or I have my whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I have these wonderful people in my life. And so on this guy right here, we're going to do something extremely fun. I want to make sure you see what I'm going to do, because we're going to have a little peep. We're going to create a peeping ornament. And so we're going to put this on upside down, actually, or backwards, I should say. Upside down, backwards. I don't know. Instead of being right side up, we're going to put him face side down. Okay. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird. This dries clear, so I don't have to worry about how this is going to dry. And I don't have to worry about if I have it a little bit over where he's going to apply. And we're just going to, I'm going to lay him down in the center. I'm going to get him down in the center first. I want to pull him down just a little bit, because I want to make sure we see him. We won't see some of him. He's going to get cut off. But I want to make sure we see at least you want his face at least, right? And then I'm just going to work out to the edge. And then we'll decide on here where we want to cut him off. And I'll just take some water. When you're working with rice papers, I'm sure y'all have seen this a million times. I know there's people on here that use rice papers. And you just use a little water. And then you can just say, okay, I'm going to just cut there where I put that water down. And then just smooth it out. There we go. Just that simple. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Oh, I let my brush fall all down in there. I've got like decoupage glue all the way up on it, but we're going to try to use as much of that as we can. This is actually Pentart decoupage glue that I'm using. It is not Mod Podge, but if that's all you have, use Mod Podge. I love my Pentart and actually I have Cadence and Pentart that I love, but my Cadence products comes from Poland, and I don't have a distributor in the US, and shipping is just the shipping of the products is like $100. So I have to like order a ton and it's not cost effective. Love rice paper for junk journaling. Yes, me too. That's one of the things I'm grateful for is my rice papers. I am grateful for finding a company that carries awesome rice papers that is in the United States. So now what I'm going to do with this ornament, remember I had this one already painted white. This one's not. And if you notice, like you can see him, but he's not as clear. It's probably harder to tell on, so I'm going to get some of my white paint. And now we're going to go over the back side of this with white. I probably should give a minute and let that dry. So while that is drying, I'm going to switch back around to these two, or to this one. And I'm going to switch sides. It's always fun trying to figure out which way to go on this thing for it to get the face you want towards you. Hey, Laura, it has been a month of Sundays. I was thinking about you the other day. I was wondering how you were. I haven't seen you in forever. It's good to see you, my friend. And so I see. All right, this is Snow Paste, and it's a Pen Tart product that I love this time of year. You can't have enough of this stuff in your inventory this time of year because literally if it's not glued down, and maybe even if it is glued down, or maybe the thing is, if it is glued down, it gets Snow Paste. Like, if it doesn't run away fast enough, it gets Snow Paste. And so I just put a little bit and just I'm just going to put a little bit around my snowman here. I mean, my Santa. I probably should have painted that first, but that's okay. I got excited. I get excited sometimes and I skip a step. But this is just going to fill in. And then we'll come in and we'll plop in some paint around because I don't want to cover the entire, this is a big ornament. And so that would take a lot of Snow Paste. So we're just going to put a little bit right there. We're going to put some glitter up on that too. I get a little, sometimes I get excited, y'all. Is you Snow Paste on your cat? Yo-Yo would not be happy. I'm going to tell you right now. Like, I could see his face right now if I tried to Snow Paste him. He would be like, exactly, who's, when did you bump your head, mama? That's what he would be saying to me. I got some French macaron from Paint Pixie here. It is a chalk paint that I use. I am a Paint Pixie affiliate. I love their chalk paste. I'm just going to tap in some of this blue all the way around. And I might grab another color and mix it in too. We're just going to take up some of that white space. We don't want it to be all just white. I'm just going to give it a few taps. Let it blend in a little bit. But yeah, so if you get excited and you accidentally put your Snow Paste on before you like put your paint on, guess what? There's no rules in crafting. You can put your Snow Paste on first. Nobody cares. Just throw those rule books out and go rogue. It's okay. So there's no rules. You can get excited and forget your paint. Clearly, nobody will be the wiser. Only y'all will know that I did that. Do they ship to the UK? Does who ship to the UK? Oh, no, they don't. They tried for a little while to do shipping outside, but it's too costly. The price to ship is just, and then customs that you have to deal with and all of that. It's just they ended up having to shut that whole program down. It is a shame. But just like I said, I have this product I love that's in a Poland company, Cadence, and to get an order here, it's $100. And it's not a big order. And it's not like I'm ordering $1,000 worth of products. It's like if I order one thing, it's 50 some dollars. And so it's just not, I have yet to be able to find it cost effective. But when I turn this around, you're going to see how cute this ornament is getting. And so we're going to let that chill out. And I'll put a little more on him in a minute. But this one is coming up almost dry now. So we can go back to our white and covering this. And so I like on my ornaments, I really like to use sponges because you don't get as many marks with it. And so I really like to use the sponges. Yeah, I love that color. It is one of my hands down favorite colors. The French macaron. And I can't even say French macaron. I had to put that little French little tilt on it because it's French. And so I had to get fancy with it. I've got a little lift right here. I'm going to just pop a little glue under there because I don't want that lifting up. I thought that was lifting. And I'm like, no, not today. Not today. You're not going to lift on me. Get you glued down a little bit better. You can lift on me tomorrow, but you're not lifting on me today. Oh, thank you, Sherry. How are you? It's been forever since I've seen you too. I was thinking about you the other day also. That I hadn't seen you in a while. All right, we're going to let that dry. And that one, we have to do another little thing with that one. And I'm going to come back to this and we're going to go back to our little snow paste for a minute because we have a step that we're going to do before the snow paste dries. I like to do this before the snow paste dries. I'm just going to put a little bit of snow paste kind of where the paint and the snow paste mixed before. And I have like blue snow. At least it's not yellow snow. That's a joke, guys. That's just me being funny. Nobody likes yellow snow. Just saying. Okay, and then once I have my snow on, because snow is not just, just plain snow is not good enough. I take my ornament. I try to hold it by the little thing. Usually I'm a little more prepared. Now I take some diamond dust. This is just a diamond dust from Michaels. Or you can use glitter. I've used glitter too. I've used both glitter and diamond dust. And I just give it a good coating. on top of my snow. Now we're going to come back and we're going to give a little more. We're going to put a little stuff on there and give it a little more. But we just want that to stick to the snow before we go and add our next step onto that ornament. And so, actually, I better put the top on you because I'll knock all that off in the floor and end up having to vacuum up my diamond dust. And that would be a sad day. I'm going to switch back around to this ornament. And normally when I do my ornaments, I have like I have a table and I have like rows of them. And I go down one line and I do one thing. I go down the next line and I do the other thing. I have them in stages. And so that way a whole row is drying while I'm working on a whole row. And I can knock out like 20 of them in no time that way. Make sure my heat gun doesn't go to 400. I don't want to melt my ornament. I usually don't seal it. It's usually what goes on top of my sealer. So it just sticks in the sealer. I put it on while it's wet. And then I tap it and it comes off. And yeah, more falls off, but I don't worry about it. Well, that's kind of what yellow snow is. I'm not going to say it right, Tamara, exactly. Yes. Yes, you can get the ornaments on Amazon. Yes, you can. Okay, so we're going to do like a double coat of not double coat, but we're going to put decoupage on top of decoupage here. So I painted this part white, right? This is the back side of my ornament. So I'm going to come on top with some decoupage glue. And then I'm going to put our little saying. I usually like to have a little something on the back side of my ornaments. I usually put a little something. I don't usually put a whole lot. You know, a little word, a little Merry Christmas, a little something just to have not to have a blank back ornament. Again, if I get a little crinkle in there, I don't care about it. Like it's not gonna, I don't lose sleep. I just take my finger and see if I can work a few of them out. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's fine. And nobody's gonna care. Like they'll see it. I can't say nobody's gonna see it because you can see the wrinkle, but in the grand scheme of things, nobody cares. And so for this ornament, we're going to do the same thing. I'll dry it because it's just dry and makes it easier. Exactly. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for sprinkling. We're going to just dry this. Yeah, you will lose the shimmer if you put anything on it. And you don't want to lose that pretty shimmer. I'll get your name entered in because this is day 6 of the 25 days of gratitude. And if you sprinkle the love, your name gets entered for a prize pack. All right. Now for this one, I'm going to use, let me see. I'm going to use a little bit of that blue with the white, just a little bit, because our snowman is kind of like in the woods. And I'm just going to kind of just tap in. It's going to be more white than blue, probably, maybe. Or maybe it's going to be more blue than white. I don't know. It's whatever. Now, I don't want to go all the way. I'm only going to go partially. I've got to turn it around and see once I get close to the edge there. I'm just going to carry this from the word to the edge on this side. This paint. You do want to seal this though, because if you don't, you know, it can like flake off and stuff. So especially on this one, because this one I didn't put any primer on it. Oops, sorry. And so, but you kind of just want to go to the edge. Remember, we put our Santa on upside down, facing down. I just like make it a little messy. Tap up in there, get that blue up in there. So it's like it kind of fades in and fades out. And I'm going to grab this part. I'm going to turn it around. I want to look from this angle. So see, look what we got going on there. And then I'm just going to bring this a little bit over. You don't have to come far over. If you come too far over, you make your peephole window too small and you can't see through. So you just want to kind of just come up on that little edge. We're going to do something that makes it even better. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Do I see folks saying hi to my friend Ari? Oh, she's tagging Ari. Oh, that is a cool idea. You had little money in them, and then it's like pick an ornament. Oh, I like that. You're giving me ideas, girlfriend. You're giving me ideas. That's pretty fun. Kind of like the lottery. Did you win or not? I've got a little area right there. I've got to go back and put a little more in. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Oh, thank you for sprinkling the love. Yes, I'll go get your name entered in. But I'm doing the 25 days of gratitude on my page. And so today I'm grateful for my friends at the Vintage Country Crafting with Friends and the fact that they love collaborating. I love my co-creatives who love to collaborate. And so we're getting this on. I just want to create that little window. I'm going to do something else to aid that window, but I've just got to get it the circle I want close to the size I want. I made little Amazon boxes and put an ornament last year. Yes. For a gift with money. Roll your money up in rolls. I love it. I love it. Those are awesome ideas. What was I going to grab? This is what I was going to grab, my little pins. My glitter pins. I think that's what I want. Okay. I have these on my website too, and I love these little liner pens. The little contour liner pens, and then the little pens that are glitter pens. They are awesome. And we're going to see how awesome they are. I'm going to use my little jar. No, that's a too tall jar. Let's see. Let me see. Let me use this one. I can use that one. There we go. And what I want to do, well, you coming on out there, aren't you? Is create just a little edge. I'm just kind of picking a spot. I will work the paint to the liner. And then I'm just going to do like little just something cute. Obviously, I'm not measuring. I'm just doing. I'm not much of a measurer. I'm more of like, eyeball it. That's good enough. But if you wanted to, you could measure these out so they're even, mark them, and then come back with this little liner pen, contour liner. I love the tip on this. The fact that it's long and the fact that it just allows you to do like a nice line. I say that and I'm like getting all over the place now. My line was nice and straight. Now it's like, ooh, curvy, curvy. And then just, I like to, when I create these little windows, to have something on that edge of the window. Probably should have started up here and worked my way down. And that way it would have been going the other direction. But that's okay because it's like it wrapped all the way around. Look how cute that's looking. Just when you put this on, I'm using this contour liner silver. I carry them on my website. They're Pentart. I have them in silver. I have them in gold. I have them in transparent. Transparent's fun because if you do foils, you can put the transparent on. When it dries, foils will stick to it. And hey Ari, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. And so I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to come in and firm up just where I have little holes. There's a couple of spaces where I had a little hole. And I'm just going to grab my brush and just work around that. See how cute he is? I wish my ring light is wreaking havoc with it because of the glare, of course, or the glare. But when you can get rid of the glare from the ring light, he's cute. You can see him sort of. It's kind of hard to see him, but you can kind of see him. You can kind of see him. Now we're going to put some snow on him also. Just going to hold him, I guess. And we're going to grab some of this snow paste. And on this one, I'm just going to kind of focus on this edge and a little bit, maybe coming down the back side. But I'm just going to push it kind of up to where I have my markers there. Even though it might get on top of those, it's okay if it gets on top because it would have snowed on top, right? So I don't pay much attention to that. I try to be very careful about touching the front because I don't want to get like any kind of marring on the front of the ornament. If you're like really like unsure, you could put some painter's tape on it or something. And then when you're done, take it off. And that way, you know, you won't have marked it with your fingers. Or gotten product on there. Sometimes it's kind of fun to get a little bit of the sealer on there because then it makes the glass look like it's kind of like, or the plastic, it kind of looks like it's old world glass. And so I will do that sometimes on purpose. It doesn't look like it's mercury glass, but it looks like, you know, that old glass that is in like old houses and stuff. Look how cute he's looking. I'll have to cut the ring light off and show you without the ring light because the ring light is what is causing all that glare. Okay. Now I'm going to close up I'm going to make sure it's tight this time because last time when I opened my other one, I was like, it was not tight at all. And it had dried up a little bit. And I was like, oh no. But I actually was able to add water and get it back. So I was very happy about that. Again, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top of the okay. Oh, you're going to do a nutcracker. Oh, that's awesome. I love our nutcrackers. You're like, you know what's next for me? I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake. I don't know what that black thing is in there, but looks like a piece of vinyl. Put that back because, you know, this stuff right here is like liquid gold. And then I'm going to get a sealer here. I'm going to use this force field sealer. Just go put a little bit on. Grab a sponge. I'm not getting up into where my I'm not getting up into where the snow is, okay? I'm trying to stay away from the snow. It's probably a good idea to maybe do this first. I don't know. Actually, let me move this bowl out of my way. I don't want my stuff to get stuck in there. That's how that got stuck in there to begin with. All right. A minute ago, you were fine just staying there until I could get you, but I will just use the table. I have kind of gone out of my normal steps. I'm not organized the way I'm used to doing these. Normally I'm organized and I have it like by rows on my table. And it's like they're all sitting there in their stage of rows. But ornament shop opened today. Ornament making shop opened today. And I will be making ornaments until Christmas. For local shows, for a local boutique, any online orders, any of that. Now I put a little coat on, just a little coat. It doesn't take like a, huge amount. While that's still wet though, I don't want it to be dry. Then I sprinkle on just a little coat. I don't want this to be like clumped. I just do a little coat and if it gets too thick in any one spot, I'll just take a brush and brush it off. But I just kind of want a little bit of a sparkle all over my ornament. I like a sparkly ornament. It doesn't have to be in every spot, but it might have to be in every spot. I just usually wipe away from, like, it can be on the subject, but just not their face if they have a face. And most things do have a face. Most things do have a face. Just want it to be a little bit sparkly. Sparkle, sparkle. And then I look for any like big holes. If there's a big hole, I put a little bit and then go in and put a little. Whoops. Okay, that looks pretty good. And so here we are at this stage. You can see. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for that one over there. And then these are ready for their final step. I'm going to turn this. Now this one, we've got that stuff on there. I'm going to try not to, I'll do it this way, I guess. Making a mess. Get it down somewhat close. Don't be rubbing off on me. Got a little spot that the paint wanted to rub off. Like, no, 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 not today. Not today. You can really see where you miss. You can really see where you miss putting the stuff when you do this, because you're like, well, it's not sticking on that whole edge right there. So obviously I didn't even get any on this edge right here. I think that's when I saw the fact that it wasn't a little paint had lifted or something, or maybe I missed a spot. I don't know. Could be. I'm rushing a little bit because these take up a hot minute. to do. And then again, where you want to be able to read and you don't want it to be too thick, just take your brush, knock back a little bit of that glitter. Yes, go back and watch the ornaments. And there we go. How are you today, Kelly? Definitely would need to get the process down. It's not a hard process, but it is like multi-stepped. And that's what you need to get down is the multi-stepped. I've been doing these for, I don't know, a few years now. So I'm going to cut off my ring light. But for one of these, I want to do the final step. So you can see the final step. Now they're all still wet. And I need to clean up. Oh, I don't want to do that. I need to clean up my mess here for a minute because I don't want to get this, my next step, I don't want it to get dirty. Make it to the trash can. Yes. Yes, 2 points for me. I'm going to sign up for the NBA. I hit the trash can. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? I would pick the one color. Do we want to go with that? Maybe we'll go with that. I have ribbon here, but I don't have any that has blue in it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got ribbon right here. I started to pull out all my stuff. Not exactly what I was thinking, but this will work. This will work. This will work better. This will be a little more better. Although this leaves glitter everywhere. So, y'all, when y'all buy ribbon, just, you know. Oh, you're fine, Debbie. It happens. That's the good thing about, look, this glitter is just like everywhere now. My studio will be filled with glitter from now until the end of Christmas. And that's okay with me. I'm just going to put this ribbon on both of them. So I'm going to cut me a good little piece of each. This is a little bit small, but for these big ornaments. Do I want this? No, I don't want this. I'm sorry. Hold on. I know I'm running out of time. If I can just find one of the ones I want. You know what? We'll just go with the. I know I have one I want, but we'll just go with the not the blue. That's too small. That's too little. That's too little. This ain't much bigger, is it? But it's bigger. Okay. It's bigger. It's a better parquet. It's not that bigger, but I wanted something like that. I got these from Sam's. What time is it? Oh, I got 7 minutes. I got enough time to tie 2 bows. That ain't going in the trash can because it's got to go too far. So I'm not even trying for a 2-pointer on that one. If it did, it would be like a 3-pointer for that. I got this ribbon at Sam's. It's really pretty. If y'all are there, check out their ribbon. Their ribbon is nice. I know if you're a wreath maker, you're probably like cringing right now, and I'm sorry. But nice is relative. Nice is relative. Okay, so what I do is I pull it through. I pull it through the little ornament hole. Like so. Make a loop. Make a loop. Okay. Tie the bunny ears together. Flip them around. Before I pull my center tight, I turn it so it's right side up. Before I pull it tight, I take a hanger and I fish the hanger through it. And then I pull tight. Ideally, it's dry when you do this so that you don't get anything on your ribbon. Mine is not dry. So far, I've been lucky. Get the little bows the size you want them, right? Pull the little tassels out of the way. Pull hard. And then I'm just going to raise that up. Come on off of there. Thank you. I'm like, I knew I didn't tie it to it, but it just wanted to play hard ball with me. And then you can adjust it how you want it to look and give it a tight tug. And then just like, it takes me a minute to fluff them the way I like them. But I like them to be like, hold on, this has got to turn this way. I like them to be like this. Is how I like to do mine. So it takes a little bit of a finagling them to get them right. But y'all can kind of see the vision. Hopefully. I know it's a little hard to see. And I know I'm not in the camera because I'm not leaning forward far enough. There we go. I did get a little bit on this ribbon. I did get a little bit, but that's okay. I'll cut that off is what I'll do. I can hang that from there now. And then all I do is hold that. If I have some sharper scissors, I will use those to get nice crisp. But right now I'm not worried about it. And then that. There you go. Let me cut the light off. And you can see just how cute that ornament is. Big Lots for ribbon. Yes, maybe so. I haven't been to my Big Lots. I need to go check that out. But The next crafter is up. And hold on. I got the name right here. Hold on. Let me, well, it's, how come I always do this? It's, Crowning, Designs, Crowning Touch Designs is up next. So go to the Country Crafting Vintage Country Crafting with Friends. I've done it again. I'm sorry. And check them out. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye. Oh, I will do the drawing and I'll post it because it's at 6 o'clock and I got to get off. I will do the drawing and I'll post it. Amazon. Bye.